Alright, we are doing evaluative. I know I haven't made any videos, so I just run it. So you can also run that if you go to that link will be in bio. So yeah. So what we have here, you will be given a list of coefficients, which is from A0 to A8, where you have this range, and the integer x, where the range the polynomial is constructed as this following. So you need to evaluate the polynomial at x. So what is this? First you should know like what is polynomial. It's kind of like something that lead code. So if you have a polynomial, how should I tell you how this polynomial works? Okay, yeah. So if you have a polynomial like that, p of x, and your fractions or your range like a0, then you have a1, the x, and then pretty much just yeah, I have to tell you like how this works. So then a2, then x, and how we tell it, this is power, yeah, just like that. So on to some number n. So this is, just imagine it's like a polynomial. So and here this a0, a1, a2, these are coefficients. You have just read this in your whatever your high school or somewhere. So this is how the polynomial. Yeah, I can take an example. You can take one example. You can solve it yourself. You just have to put that value in x. Like suppose you have some x value equals to 4, then you have to just put that in this x, and then you have to solve it until this. So uh, okay, I will solve it. So you have something like 2 plus 3x and 5, and this is the basic polynomial considered as p of x. P of x should be here, but alright. So for not making any confusion, I'll just put it here, right? So now this looks like a very decent one. If we take x equals to 4, then we should put x here. So this will be 12 and 16 to 580. So this will be 12, 14, 80, 94. So this will be some your answer. So that's how we are going to do this. But what the problem was that here when I was solving it, I tried to solve it as a polynomial way. That doesn't work. So why it doesn't work? Because there will be a problem with native evolution, which is if you go with 100 of terms, that will take a very slow and very repetitively, so it keeps on repeating. So for each time you compute a power of x, you might multiply it over and over. So that's a very lengthy process. So what you can do here, there is corners method. I will just linear times big O n, and instead of n squared. So there's no power, no loops, inside loops, and so let's call it because we are already taking so much time. But now we have this, which is subscribed. So no time for that. So let me take a coefficient for it. Here is coefficient, so I will just do mm, coefficients equals 2 or 2, 3, and this will give us some results. this coefficient is equals to, or just take a list. Then in the list we have to map. So we have to just read the coefficient from one line. So we can just map it and just do integer. And integer we can just split it. Okay, let me do input and put it in split. Okay, that's enough, I think. Alright, this is closed. Seems like closed, yeah. Then our input will come here, which is of course integer, so don't play with the numbers data types. Okay, now coefficient is done. We can read the value of x from the next line, and now our Horner method. So Horner method can be just, we have to make a loop. So I will just r equals to 0, and for I will do coefficient and reversed. So I just reversed and then coefficient. Right, this looks good. Then result equals to, oh, this r equals to, I put like result r. I'll just multiply this coefficient and add this our coefficient here. Seems pretty nice. Let's outside the loop and let's print our results. Cool. This seems nice. This should give us, holy shit. Now that's work. This is what I did in the morning. Yeah, I think so. So that's it about this polynomial formation. This was a simple one. What we actually did, just read the coefficient from one line, reads the value of x from the next line, and use our Horner method to complete the polynomial effectively. You can also, there must be another way to solve this one, but I just love this one because there was this, right? The guy just solved it in some few seconds. And that's that. You should try another one. If you get another solution, you just ping me on the Discord. This is the Discord. Where should we get the username? Doesn't have a username, so I will share that. This one too in the description. There's Hack the Box here, so we talk a lot. Alright, that's it.